Hi everyone, good morning or good afternoon, depends on the time that you are watching this video. And in this video, we will learn about SQL clauses, inner join, left join, and right join, and full array join. And in this video, we know about the definition and how we can use these clauses in a practice environment. And let's start it. First of all, I will share you my screen that you watch the slides that I designed for you. Okay, I hope you are see that you are watching my slides, my presentation, and I'm starting uh, explain about for these four these important clauses in SQL and in analytics area. Well, first of all, I'm starting describe starting to describe left join. What is the definition about left join? Left join is used when we combine two different tables. In this example, we have left table and right table, and use a key column between them. In this case, the result set that SQL returns will be the next. We have the SQL returns uh, elements that match in both tables with when we use the key column, and returns the elements that are in left table that doesn't have in the right table. This is the definition they use about left join. Then we have right join. Right join is similar to left join. We use right join is used to combine two different tables and B and is based on the related column. In this case, the result set that SQL gives us will be the next. The SQL returns a group of elements that have in both elements in both tables and elements that have in right table, but elements that doesn't have in the left table. This is the definition about right join and inner join. Inner join is used when we only want to have elements that are in both tables. For example, we have elements, we have ID customer that ID a table that have information about persons. For example, in this table we have ID customer, name of the customer, and age of the customer. And in the second table, in this case right table, we will have we have elements, we have information about phone numbers, uh, phone numbers of from the from our customers. In this table, we have ID phone, phone office, cell phone, and the key about our clients, ID customer. And when we combine ID customer from right table or table about phones and the combine the ID customer from our customer table only and use inner join, the SQL give us the elements that have in both tables. For example, if we have one in our column, in our ID column, the number one, the ID one, and in our right table we have the ID, the phone numbers from our customer that have the one ID only returns that information about the column that have the ID customer one with the information about two tables. In a few moments we will watch this example more in our database. And finally, we have a full join. Full join is we will use full join when we want to combine two tables and get the information and get the elements that are related that are in both that elements that are in both tables, but the result set contains elements that doesn't have in each table. For example, we have rows that if we have a apple in our left table and apple in our right table, we have a full join give us apple. But if we have um, strawberries in left table, but we haven't strawberries in right table, the full join returns apple that have in both tables and a strawberry that only have in the left table. And imagine that we have avocado in right table, but in the left table doesn't have avocado. The result set contains apple that are in both tables, apple that are in both tables, strawberries that only have a left table, and avocado that only have in right table. This is full join. Well, and how we can write these clauses in our code? The next form. We are starting. We are going starting with inner join. Inner join is written the following form, and we write select a clause following with product ID, product name, or column that we want to analyze. Write from clause what is the table that we want to use in this example, or that use with any any exploration, any analyze, any analysis, and the inner join clause, following with the table that we want to combine with our first table on. This is the on clause. What is the key columns that we want to combine? In this case, products dot customer ID and categories dot customer ID. Next, we have left join. Left join is we can write left join the next form using select the column names from the table that we want to combine or use, left join, right left join, and the second table that we want to combine with our first table or extract information, and right on clause. This is the main the main clause that that left join that joins contain. This is the key the key the key clause, or the clause that we want to use to combine these tables. Right join is similar, only the change that we need to do is erase left and right and right right in the join clause. And finally, we have a full join. Full join need to write like this: full author join after the from clause, and write on clause. This is the key columns that we want to use to combine our tables. Well, this is the description about these clauses, and let's start with a practical exercise. Well, in this case, I prepare two tables, persona and teléfonos. Is the example that I speak a few moments ago with you, and in this case we have two tables, persona and teléfonos. What is the structure about these two tables? The structure is the following. Persona have four columns: ID, nombre, edad y ciudad. Teléfonos have the following columns: ID teléfono, teléfono casa, teléfono oficina, celular, teléfono referencia y ID persona. And if you note, we have two key columns in each table. What is the key column? ID persona in teléfonos table, and the key in the table persona is ID. This is the key column that we want to that we use in this example. Okay. Well, first of all, I show you, select from personas. I show you the information that contain each table. from persona that contain each table. This is the information that contain persona. We have, I don't know, count. We have 5 rows, five people in table persona. Then we will explore the information about teléfonos from I forgot write clause from teléfonos and execute the query. In this table, we have 2 rows that contain the phones about our people. This is the this is how we can contact our customers or clients, and this is the information about this is the information that we have about the people, and we start to to get the information that only the elements, the information about the people that have registered their phone number. Now, for example, we use we use select from persona. Persona have the information about our customer, ID, name, and age and city. We assign alias, in this case A, inner join, teléfonos, assign B alias, and what is our key column, the column that we use to combine these 2 tables. In this case, from teléfono, ID persona, and from persona, ID. So persona have, we assign a alias to persona, and we have, we can use alias and refers the key column, the name of the key column that have that contain the information about our clients. This is the column that we use to combine with teléfonos information, and persona ID equal B, which which is the column that we want that we can use to combine our information about teléfonos with persona, ID persona. Write a semicolon and execute. And this is the people that have shared with us your contact information. And then we want to know what is the people to have update your information, your contact information, and we wish to know which person doesn't have, which person haven't updated your contact information. This is the the structure about this is the form that how we can get that information from a persona, write some alias, left join teléfonos, B on the ID, this is the same ID. We can copy our last clause in our last example and execute. And this is the table. This is the data set that SQL returns, in which we can know what who have updated your information and who haven't updated your information. In this case, Rosa Gutierrez Rosa updated your information, and René Villalbazo updated your information. Julio Guardiola not updated your information, and Mariana Russell not updated your information. Wow, this is interesting. And in this case, and now we can get the information that people have updated your information, and know the numbers that appear in our table, but haven't uh, be assigned yet a customer. This is something strange, will be strange, but maybe pass. Only change left with right. Right join. Execute, and only SQL returns this data set, because in Teléfono Oficina only have two rows. And inner join is a union between left and right join in MySQL. In other engine database, we maybe the clause is full outer join, but in MySQL we need to use union to have the information about full outer join, and is similar to right join. But this is a little uses and description, key concepts about join clauses, and I hope you help you to know this information. This video is recording in English because we need to practice our speaking in English to take technical interviews in English and have the technical concepts to do that interviews. Well, this is all for today, and I hope this video helped you a little. And if this video helped you a little, write on the chat below, and share with your with your friends or your family. And see you in the next video.